In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for Juno. And by the way, this is a pre-recorded video again because on my laptop there's a horrible micro, or like the microphone is good, but Linux drivers. But so let's see. I have here a website that is rocketjump.zone. This is my esports project. And for this one, I use a static generator called Middleman. That's written in Ruby, by the way. And so now it's good to know that you can use any kind of generator with Juno, okay? What matters is the output. So that's HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, that goes, okay? But anything like PHP, WordPress, Java, or anything like that, that doesn't work, okay? So forget about it. So as you can see, I'm in config of Juno, and I recently started using redirects because that was something that I questioned. Like how do I make it work now? Because I used to have like a VPS and there was engines, and I set all the redirects, by the config there. And I was like, how I do it now? But Juno does it. So that's really amazing. As you can see here, I have many of redirects. They all work. Um, so that's that. And now I'm going to show you how to deploy with Juno, right? So, okay. So, I'm now going to use a command of my static generator, which is middleman build. And this is just going to generate all the files that are ready to be deployed. So that's how it is. It's going to be in this folder, and this is exactly what Juno looks for, right? So as you can see, this is going to take a while, and then we can deploy with Juno. I can there we go. And it is a good practice, to check the build folder. And anything like you don't want to deploy, just remove it. So I got rid of the library folder and also this 404 folder. I don't need that anymore. And now we are ready to go. So all you do now, you just do Juno deploy. Juno found that 3 files are different, so it's going to upload them. And yeah, now it's going to be available, and I can visit the website and the changes will be present for us. Now, what else I have for you here? Let me see. Oh yeah, of course, I almost forgot. So if you do Juno config, that's to update your Juno config. So if you make any changes, oops, what am I doing? Because I noticed that one URL was wrong, so I made a change, and then you just do Juno config, and yeah, it's going to update it. And now I'm going to go to the dashboard, and here you can see that I use a custom domain name for this website, of course. So you do it in here under hosting. You need to just set your DNS, and sometimes it's tricky because you need to set a CNAME, and some DNS providers don't like allow that, or they don't support that. Let's put it that way. So I use uh, Cloudflare for this one. I had to migrate my domain onto that one, but now it really works great. Um, and next one, I want to show you this one. So this is good to activate. So this is like to make sure that you do not run out of cycles, because if your satellite doesn't have enough cycles, it stops working. So this is to check that, okay, you never get under a limit that is required. I'm using also storage, which is really amazing. It lets you upload files, and it's going to be available on the internet right off the bat. Okay, so here I added a collection called files, and whenever you open this URL, it's going to download the file. So that's what I'm using. Also, I want to mention that I do not have to take care of SSL certificates anymore. Although it was automated for me when I used to use a VPS and Nginx, there was a certbot installed, but sometimes you're not that lucky, you know. Sometimes you have to renew every 3 months when you use Let's Encrypt. And sometimes it's tricky because those third-party services, they usually charge you with like adding any additional domain, or they just don't work sometimes, you know. So that's what I experienced.